where a company has bring their own device?
I haven't seen those stats yet. I think bring your own device is still in its infancy. In fact, when most people tell me it's an initiative of the organization to bring in the right software to ensure that sensitive information doesn't get off the phone, I say maybe, but mostly it's a movement at the grassroots where employees are doing this, whether the company has an initiative or not. However, I will tell you that when we were doing the mobility audit at PepsiCo, we were doing focus groups with frontline employees. And I was asking, we were out in Rancho Cucamonga, California, out in the agricultural belt of Southern California, which is 2,000 miles from headquarters in Purchase, New York. And they had kiosks at the back of the facility where the hourly workers could go to the intranet. And I asked, do you ever do that? And they went, no. I said, why? They said, we don't care what's happening in Purchase, New York. And I said, okay, did you know there's a mobile version of the intranet? You can see it, by the way, if you go to PepsiCoToGo.com, it's wide open. So, I mean, right there on your phones, you could do that. Do you ever do that? And they said, no. I said, well, why not? And they said, well, we just told you, we don't care what's going on in Purchase, New York. I said, if you could subscribe to get text messages whenever there was news about this facility or the brands that you manufacture here, would you subscribe to those text messages? They said instantly, and we would tap them as soon as they came. We would check our text messages whenever we had a break. They're very, very interested in context. Now, I think there's an issue where we have executives who communicate major issues out to employees. I ran into this. I did an internal communications audit for a major media company, the name of which you would instantly recognize. And these employees said that they didn't feel connected to the information that they needed to help them do their jobs. The leaders said, we have these messages we want you to understand, and the employees said, they weren't commenting. They had commenting on the intranet. These important articles would go out, and with tens of thousands of employees, they get 3 comments. And the senior leaders said, we can't get employees to care about these issues. Fact is, employees care very deeply. They just don't understand what this article has to do with my job, so exactly what comment would I make? But if I can connect you with another employee who says, this is what I'm working on and it's how it relates to this, well, I'll follow that employee and I'll get that really valuable information. Employees relate to their jobs based on their membership in their work team, in their project teams, and the relationship with their immediate supervisor. Executives relate based on issues and interests, and we need to find a way to connect those, and that's with internal networking. I think that's a vital part of employee communications these days, rather than just the crafting of stuff.